What's up, guys? Mickle here, and a question I get all the time is what is going to happen to the price of XRP if Ripple does in fact beat the SEC in court? Well, guys, we just got some brand new evidence of what could happen to the price of XRP, and I think you guys are going to like it a lot, so make sure to stick around for that. Guys, at the end of this video, we're also going to be going over a massive event taking place tomorrow that could determine the future direction of the cryptocurrency market. Guys, this could single-handedly completely turn around the entire crypto market. Guys, make sure to stick around to the end of the video to see that. You are definitely not going to want to miss it. Like always, guys, your support means so much to this channel. If you want to see more videos just like this, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button down below and turn on bell notifications. These three simple things go such a long way in helping this channel grow, and it really does mean so much to me. If you guys ever need a place to buy some XRP or the Flare token, make sure to check out my favorite exchange, Uphold, down in the description of this video. Guys, Uphold is one of the best exchanges out there, and if you do not have an account with them already, I highly suggest you make one using the link in the description of this video. With that said though, guys, let's jump right into it, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. So guys, as you may have heard, yesterday John Deaton got a massive win for any holder of the LBC token because he was essentially able to force the SEC to admit that the token itself is not the security in a hearing between Library and the SEC. Now, the judge in that case also made the implication that the token itself cannot be the security. And guys, Library is reacting extremely positively to this move. Now, guys, it's important to understand that the SEC was still able to convict Library of securities violations. The SEC essentially got the determination from the court that anytime Library sells the LBC token, that is a securities transaction. And guys, Library is going to get punished pretty hard for this to the point where Library, the company, will likely be put out of business. So guys, what I'm trying to tell you here is that this is in no way a big win for Library. The LBC token did get a win yesterday, but Library is still getting punished pretty hard. And guys, what do we see happening with the LBC token right now? We see it skyrocketing hundreds of percents just on the news that the SEC is not going to be able to call the token itself a security. Now guys, the reason I'm pointing this out is because I think this gives us a very interesting and unique guide for what could happen to the price of XRP if Ripple beats the SEC in court. Now guys, it's important to understand that Ripple's defense against the SEC is much stronger than Library's. Ripple has much better lawyers, and if you were just to go over both cases, the Ripple lawyers did such a better job countering the SEC's claims. Guys, because of this, Ripple is in a much better position to actually beat the SEC in court and have the SEC unable to actually harm their business. Guys, this means that not only is it highly likely that XRP will not be determined to be a security, XRP the token itself, but it is also pretty likely that Ripple might be able to keep selling XRP and using XRP in their business just like they're doing today. Now guys, what I'm trying to tell you here is that if this happens, if this plays out, we could see a reaction in the XRP price even greater than what we're seeing in Library right now. At the end of the day, Library lost their case against the SEC. They got a small win at the very end that the LBC token is not a security per se, but at the end of the day, Library still got crushed. We are not going to see the SEC be able to crush Ripple to the same degree. And it's also very likely that this determination in the Library case that LBC is not a security will likely carry over to the Ripple case in showing that XRP, the token, is not a security. Guys, this is very bullish news for XRP, and I have a feeling a beneficial ruling in this case could finally allow us to break through this top resistance that we have been under for a very long time now. Now guys, it is very possible that XRP is able to break out of this formation without the catalyst of beating the SEC in court. But guys, we have had multiple failed attempts now, and it looks like we really need something big to happen in this case in order to give XRP enough price momentum to break through this thing. Now guys, when XRP does in fact break through this, I have a feeling the price is going to get very parabolic. Typically, whenever XRP goes on these long stretches without moving like we're currently in, it currently gets finished off with a massive explosive move. Guys, I'm going to be looking for that to happen. It's important to understand that Brad Garlinghouse already told us that this case could be resolved in the first half of 2023. And guys, we also have James K. Filan, one of the most respected lawyers currently following this case, telling us that he believes this case will end in March. Well, guys, that lines up perfectly with this formation we're watching right now. So let's see how the next couple months play out. But guys, this could be one of the final stretches where XRP is trading in this 30 to 40 cent range. And I have a feeling when XRP does in fact break out of this, we are going to blow past the $2 to $3 range and really set some new all-time highs. Now guys, one of the reasons why I really do think the price of XRP is going to start ripping after Ripple beats the SEC in court is because it's going to open so many new opportunities for Ripple and XRP being used by the biggest financial institutions in the world. A lot of people will respond to these videos and say, oh, Mickle, well, XRP could only be a security in the US and no other country. Guys, it's important to note that almost every single country in the world really does follow the United States lead, especially those who are cooperating with the United States. And because of that, we really need to see Ripple beat the SEC in order for XRP to get the wide-scale adoption we all want to see it have. Guys, I want to show you what's currently going on in the background right now of the Ripple SEC case, because guys, I think it's going to show you that a lot of the largest financial institutions, a lot of the largest countries in the entire world are really planning on Ripple to beat the SEC in court. And guys, I think once that happens, we are going to see a wave of massive announcements, just like the one I'm about to show you. Guys, listen up closely to this. This is absolutely awesome and exactly what we want to see.
Oh, Cowboy Crypto shows up again, and look what he's found. We reported on the new Ripple partner, Central Bank of Montenegro. Congratulations to them. But there's another little thing to consider about all of this. This relationship could prove to be quite impressive. Montenegro's central bank does not participate in the European system of central banks or in the ECB meetings. However, it tracks European central bank policy. One of the main proclaimed goals of the Central Bank of Montenegro is the accession of the country to the Eurozone. Now, quite possibly, this could be a giant pilot for the entire 20 member states of the EU. Quite possibly. Coming back to here. The Euro area, commonly called the Eurozone, EZ, is a currency union of 20 member states of the European Union, known as the EU, that have adopted the euro as the primary currency in sole legal tender and have thus far fully implemented EMU policies. You know, this is very interesting here.
So guys, what we are seeing right here is that at the same exact time, Ripple is advertising in the EU, in London, and a lot of these European countries extremely heavily. We see Ripple starting to do pilots with central bank digital currencies for some of the countries who want to become part of this financial system. Guys, it seems like to me it's only a matter of time that these small tests start to build up to much bigger things. And guys, I think this is just the start of that happening. We see the same thing happening in Palau right now. Palau uses US dollars for their financial system. And guys, they got approval from the US government for Ripple to build a CBDC for them. A lot of these big countries want to see some smaller countries test out the system before they jump in. But guys, this looks like to me a test for something much bigger that could be right around the corner. And guys, once the Ripple SEC case ends, I think we are going to see a flood of different developments just like this. And guys, I want to finish this video off and talk about a massive event taking place tomorrow that is going to be critical in determining the future direction of the cryptocurrency market. And guys, that is the Federal Reserve meeting. Guys, tomorrow, the Federal Reserve is either going to hike the interest rate 0%, 0.25, or 50%. And guys, I know it doesn't seem like a big difference between each of these numbers, but it is going to be huge in the difference between the market reaction. Federal Reserve hikes interest rate 0%. We are going to see cryptocurrencies and stocks take off like you haven't seen before in your life. It is going to be wildly bullish, and we could be at new all-time highs very fast. Now, guys, I have a feeling that is not going to take place. I have a feeling the more probable thing that's going to happen would be a 25% hike. And if that was to happen, I think we would continue to see the trend we have seen over the last couple of weeks, where we go up slowly, kind of trend sideways, but ultimately we're not going down, which is still a great feeling based on where we've been for the last couple months. Now, guys, if the Federal Reserve hikes 50 basis points, which probably won't happen, but no one knows what could happen, guys, that would be very bearish for cryptocurrencies. We would likely go back down to the previous lows. So, guys, let's pray that is not in the cards, but this decision tomorrow is going to be massive. Now, guys, my prediction is a 25 basis point hike because inflation is going away as we speak. The Federal Reserve is now coming to a point where they could be doing real damage to our economy. And guys, it doesn't make sense for the Federal Reserve to really be jacking up rate hikes as inflation is fading away. So guys, let's hope this logic makes sense. Let's hope the Federal Reserve either goes 25 basis points or 0, which would be super bullish. But guys, the good news is it looks like we're coming out of the end of these very restrictive financial conditions. A 25 basis point hike tomorrow would prove that. And guys, that would be massive for all these assets going forward. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this update. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. It really does mean so much. And for now, Mickle out.